Hello, lovely people. Hope you're doing okay. So this is going to be a very short video about just some changes that I did to my tune in order for the second round of Emma. So if you watched my first video about like all my experiences in Emma, I got the score sheet, I went through it, and my conclusion was that in that tune, I didn't have enough bass. And yeah, so the only two changes that I was planning to do is to tune the car with a bit more bass and to run it, to start it judging with slightly higher listening volume. So this was my tune that I did last time, and you can see all the tuning videos that I have for this. So it has only like plus 10 dB down to 30 hertz if I take line here with the tweeters, a little bit of scoop out between 1 and 3K, and only 10 dB. So it was not enough. So I decided to increase it, and I ended up with this line. So 5 dB extra on the bass. So the only thing that I did was to increase here in the main. Just I took woofers, front subwoofer and rear subwoofer, and I just increased the level a bit because I had I had like -2 or -3 here, so I just increased the level a bit to have a bit more, and it was plenty enough. And then I decided to, because it was, where was it? Was it this one? Because I was checking with very high smoothing. Yeah, this is after. Where's the scoop out? Because I made quite a not quite a few, but just a few adjustments. There we go. So yeah, so first I just increased the bass by like 5 dB, and the curve was like that, and then I overlaid the overall with very high smoothing, and I noticed that this scoop out, it is there, but uh, I thought that I'm gonna bring it up a tiny bit. And the thing is, my drivers are crossed at 2K, so I didn't want to adjust only one driver because I would need to boost this area. So I didn't want to boost only the tweeters because it's on the bottom end already, and I decided to make them share this boost between the mid-range and the tweeter. And what I did is I went, oh sorry, not this one, this one. I decided to use input EQ because Helix has input EQ. So I chose this one, 2250 by 2 dB, very wide Q of 2, and I just boosted it a bit. And then I decided to remove a tiny bit at 250 area because it was not too much, but like this rise. Actually, let's have a look. This rise, where is it? Sorry about that. There we go. This rise starts from like almost 400, and I didn't want this energy in the lower mid-range, so just at 250 I just pulled it a bit down. Is it gonna be here? No. Yeah, so I just pulled it a bit down this area and pulled this area up, and I have something like this. And then I listened to a sine sweep between 1K and 2.5K, and you can feel that it's going up and down because I was worried about this little peak, narrow peak, because everybody says that you can hear peaks more than dips. So I didn't worry about this dip, but I was worrying about this peak. And indeed, about like 1.7, something like that, there's a slight peak. So I removed that one. It's not this one, this one. So I just removed this little peak here a little bit, and I ended up with something like this. And if I would apply the highest smoothing possible, like even on 1/3, like that, it looks like that. So there's still a little scoop out here at about 3K, but not as big. And if I apply the highest smoothing that I can, 1.1, full octave smoothing, it's something like this. And yeah, so in general, like with the high smoothing, I still have a slight scoop out of like 2 dB here. And then it starts to rise from like 300 to 50. And it goes up, if I take like from here, it goes up by like 13 dB, 13, 14 dB down to 30 hertz. And I think I will be happy with this. So this is going to be my new house curve for the round 2 of Emma. So again, just slightly bit more bass and slightly more energy in this area. And on top of that, I would like to share something with you. So what I did is, this is when I was experimenting. So this is how I measure, like with my microphone, around left ear, around right ear, and going back and forth, back and forth. And then I decided to measure only the left and only the right side. And this is the result. This is only around my left ear, and this is only about my right ear. And as you can see, like the tweeters, they're kind of the same. The mid-range have some, like at 1K, there's a difference. Here is a big difference. But the biggest is like this, the bass region. So the mid bass between like 80 and 200. So this is my mid bass region. Yeah. So since I isolated this to the mid bass, then I decided to take measurements of right mid bass driver. So it's the driver side on my side. And this is around the right ear only around the right ear. And this is around the left ear only. So when you do like back and forth, these two measurements kind of the same, but the left side hears about 5 dB less than the right ear, not the side, but the ear. So basically, one ear hears totally different than the other ear. That's what the measurements are showing me. I will need to double check it with like sine tones to play, but this was just want to share. So this one, and so this is the right mid bass on the driver side, and this is the passenger side. And on the passenger side, almost the same, a bit less, but very similar. So the right ear hears more than the left ear. And the thing is, when they sum together, if you have over the right ear, left and right mid bass, they measure the same. And over the left ear, they measure again the same. On both mid bass drivers measure the same, but they're different left and right ear, and I have no idea what to do about it. I have no idea how to tune it or how to change, because I don't think you can change it, because this is again, this is the car. It depends on the car. Same like when, if you remember the video that I did about how the cancellations are moving through the car. So this is how the response changes through the car, going from your left ear to your right ear. And you literally cannot do anything about it, unless maybe if you would have like mid bass drivers deep in the kick, maybe then there will be less of a difference. I'm not sure. So this is something new that I discovered, and I will need to have a look and think about it. So in general, this was my new tune, and this was the old tune. Let's actually add some smoothing to this one as well. Let's carry it a bit more so we can actually compare them. A bit more level here, yeah. And I'm gonna change the color because you cannot see anything on this one. Let's put dark red. There we go. Oh no, it's not this one. It's not this one. This was my daily preset with even more bass than this has. This was the competition preset. There we go. Apologies for that. Again, one smoothing. And this one. Yeah, so the new preset for round 2 has about 4 or 5 dB more bass and a bit more level here between 1 and 2K. But the rest is the same. I didn't change the timing, I didn't change nothing, just removed one peak, and that's the only thing that I did. So yeah, we're gonna see how I'm gonna do on the second round with this tune that has slightly bit more bass. And yeah, wish me luck. It's gonna be 30th of July, which is a bit more than a month away. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So cool. Thank you very much for watching for this one, and I will see you in the next one.